So, I met him outside, and have never had a harder conversation in my life. I lost career, I lost a number of things. Had to kick my best friend and stepdad out of the house at one point. But this conversation with the boys, telling them that their mom died and that we had to say goodbye, wasn't right. Very hard. But I did it, and I was crying, and I couldn't help it, and I asked them if they wanted to go in and say hello and goodbye, and did they want to bring anything to her. Told them it was going to be hard. Told them that just to be brave and to follow me, and I had to lead at that point. So I held their hands and walked them in, showed them their mom, and they were scared to death. And I told them that they had to at least give her a hug goodbye, and that it was okay at this point, because when they hugged her leading up to that point, it hurt. So they were very gentle. But I told them it wouldn't hurt her this time, and that they could give her a big hug and a kiss and wish her goodbye. Tell her that we'd see her again, which we did. And after that, after they did that, I walked them around the complex, which we'd done many, many times before, and looked for lizards. We went on a lizard hunt. It's the only thing that I could think of doing, is go back to something that was familiar. So for the next 20 minutes, we walked around doing the same thing we did every day for radiation treatments. We looked around for lizards, counted them, tried to catch one. We never could catch one, except one time we did when we got a net. And we talked about it. And then I had my brother take them back home, and they went swimming, and I stayed there and went through the whole process of leaving her there at the hospital and signing her death certificate and things like that, or whatever it was there. It wasn't formal. And I left, and for the first time in my life, I was a single dad, and I had no idea what to do. So in our life, what we did every day pretty much was we talked about God and the Bible, and because of what we were going through, it was something that we found comfort in. And as I drove home, I wondered, what in the world am I going to do with the boys? How are we going to get through tonight? They were swimming. I don't know how they were doing it, but they were still having fun. I know it hadn't set. When I got there, it was dark, and I told them, we've got to go, we've got to eat something, and we've got to meet with the school tomorrow. Because we'd set an appointment a week earlier with the school, because she couldn't teach anymore. So, I'll make this quick. I don't know how long I've been on, but I asked the boys on the way home if they wanted to do something, if they wanted to watch a movie. Christian said he wanted to watch Superman, of course. He thinks, or thought at the time, he was Superman. It was his favorite thing. Loved Superman. Evan wanted to watch something entirely different. I think maybe it was the Chronicles of Narnia. And I sat there and I wondered, gosh, which one do we watch? And then I realized that they were trying to escape. And I told them, guys, we're not going to do that. So instead, we got home, opened the door, and I can't even begin to describe how difficult it was to open the door and know that she was never coming back. I opened the door, and we moved the coffee table out of the way. I laid down blankets and pillows on the living room floor, and we laid there, the three of us, from 9 o'clock on, listening to an audio version of the Bible. And they passed out right away. They fell asleep in my arms, and I cried the whole night. I don't even know if I got, I think I did get some sleep, but got up the next day, went to the school, and I had an interview with the principal, told him he didn't know, told him what happened, and the kids were accepted into the Rock Academy here in Point Loma. And life went on from there. But that was just the beginning. That's how I became a single dad. I'm like I said, 6 days away from 1 year anniversary of doing all this by myself. And I will tell you that it is very hard. I've got them 24/7. And it would be one thing maybe if they were self-sufficient and mature, could cook for themselves, could clean. Gosh, I wish they could clean. Fold their clothes, you know, all the stuff. But they don't, and I have to. So life is hard, but you get through it. You keep going, and it's not always easy, as you know. Everybody who's out there has been through the same thing. Believe me, I know what you're going through. If you just went through it, if you just lost your wife, or in fact if you lost your husband and you're a single mom out there, you can make it. It's not easy, but there's always a way and there's always hope. So that's it for me today. We'll talk with you guys again.